pull in the house is helpful. Okay, I'm going to work on that a little bit here in a second, but just do the push-pull to bring his mind in for a second or two, like just without a leash like you're doing now, push-pull and then let him go. So how life looks or how your daily thing looks is like just a few minutes, couple or 3 minutes on the leash, with some good, 4 or 5 good sits, push-pull, maybe down in there, then just release them.
Right.
During the day, random moments. So if he's walking around, so I went a couple times, well, there's Bird, take a hold of his collar, push, pull for a second or two, a good moment, and then let him go. So it's like a wow factor. It's like retaining the landscape. So it's like electricity in the air. He's got to feel like things are changing.
Right.
The apartment, I'm in control.
Right.
So then, now I'm ready. When someone walks through that door, he's on the leash. Now we're going into another script. But before then, see, I'm calm moments on. I'm going to stop in there before that person even comes through, because that's already having an impact.
Right.
It's like, man, this guy's like, he's gonna, he's in control.
Right.
But what we're going to do here, Dave, so the answer, does that make sense? Like, you know how that picture looks? To answer questions like...
Yeah, it doesn't have to be a regimented, like, that now's the half hour we're going to do this. It's like constant, it's part of life.
No, here, during the time we're here, this is different with the session we're doing.
Right.
It's scattered throughout. It's like little interactions here, there. Right. It's just part of when you walk them anyway. It's just my circle method. I'm building that. So it's just part of your daily routine.
As many real life instances that we could throw the method on will help ground him out better because it is real life.
That's right, exactly. So it's got to hold together throughout whatever I'm doing.
Right.
So and people may not be aware of it. I just have how I'm doing right now. I have a little collar, boom, 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 I'm sitting down on the couch or whatever I'm doing. They don't even know it's happening.
Right.
But because you're changing how you're going to think anyway, so it's going to be throughout. So what we're going to do here now, Dave, we're going to do the push-pull. Let's put him back on the leash. We're going to do the push-pull method for meeting people. I'm going to show you how his mind needs to break, okay, to change the focus. So I'm going to play the role of visitor coming into your apartment.
Okay.
And you're going to do, the idea here, Dave, is you're going to do the push-pull method, but you're going to hold it. So the idea here is the push and pull. We're going to keep it going and keep his mind into the script. Okay. So it's a little different. This is now, we did as far as the basic sequence, 1, 2, 3, or practice that a lot. But now you focus on just that one method so I can read him or have to touch the top of his head, but through you. Okay. So how it works, Dave, when, again, you're in control of the people. Now, first, when someone comes in the apartment, he may be so, here, just use the leash to bring him around, just kind of strip him around. There you go. Excellent. Good. It's always about, he's doing, acting a little squirrely, turn a certain way, we'll be back. But here, when you put down someone in the apartment, you may not be able to go right into this method right away. You may just do like we described, just do the angling first with him away from you, just to get him down, settled way down first. Then, then you start to build the grades to have the person walking up closer to him as you're pushing and pulling, okay, to reshuffle the deck, right, to get the person closer. Right. So the push-pull allows people to get closer so they can make contact with him. But the idea is you're pushing and pulling. You're going to make it happen. But as you do the push and pull, here I'm going to do it so you can see it. Okay. But again, what you're going to do is the push-pull method is designed so that it holds. It keeps going. It's only holding in. Now here, I'm going to work at a bit of an angle. So for God's going a little bit more power, you won't have me have so much straight on. I'll have it at a little bit of an angle like this so you can see his mind break. Right. I don't want him looking straight, that way. I want him the method itself to be working fully. So here you're going to see me pushing and pulling as you're walking in. Now you're going to walk in, your role is to play with it. You're going to touch the top of his head, but just like touch, heavy, just touch and release, okay? So start to walk in, Dave. Keep walking. Touch the top of his head. See what I'm doing while you're touching? Yeah. I'm pushing and pulling. See the amount of pressure? I'm putting pressure here? See that? Same thing. The pressure. See what I'm doing? Yeah. Just like that. Okay, I'm pressure. I'm making, see, I'm not even looking at you right now. I can release the pressure a little bit. I go touch the top of his head again. Reach out. Pressure. See, I'm putting pressure. See that? See what I'm doing here? You're not liking a little bit, right? A little bit of resistance. Not bad. Because I'm in control. Same thing. I'm in an angle here so that I can see his mind break. Now, the idea of this exercise is for him not to be able to invest you know, see what the method's doing. I'm pulling his mind toward me. If you're touching, right, I'm pushing and pulling. So, but I'm keeping the held tight.
Right.
And, in fact, what he needs to do is increase a little bit. The closer you get, the elastic band actually you stretch it more. But the trick of this exercise is not to be pushing so hard that you're hurting, putting too much pressure going beyond what's reasonable. But you have to gauge out. So the trick of it too is, for example, if the person's coming in, Dave, and he's, you know, you're pushing hard enough where like you're peaking, like, man, this is, he's really, they've got the person stop, not make the contact quite yet, and just work on it every day to create that leverage. Because the expectations, you know, he's going to, you know, fight that a little more, maybe the part with it, some control there, right? So we can practice a little bit, but just start to apply that pressure the same way. And just don't release it, and then crate them or whatever, the visitor comes in. I would just put them in the crate for a half an hour or whatever, and then redo the exercise a little bit. But you have to start to build a bridge this way. Okay? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But you're gonna do it. Now here, you take them. I'm gonna play the role of the visitor. Now again, I'm walking in, but of course you're in control of people, telling them, don't worry, or he's not gonna bite you or anything. You're in control. But again, we're gonna work
So
on.
I'm going to have him in my left and my right.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Just like that.
And because you're coming in from that way, I want him.
But there's
sit.
Yeah.
Well, wait.
That one, no, the way right there you have him is fine.
Okay.
But then he's got to turn. He's got to try to turn towards me. So he's on your right side right now.
So he can't turn because I've got him like this.
That's right, exactly. But the push-pull technique, don't try not to rub on his head or anything, that'll excite him. So try not to do any incidental touching or rubbing. Try always to do straight in pushing, okay? Okay. So start to push and pull. Push and pull. Keep pushing a little harder. Push a little harder. Go in. There you go. See, that's perfect. See what it did? So it's when he started, he pushed and pulled a little harder, brought his hip back.
Yeah.
Right? Now don't be wrong, he's, you know, again, gauge it, you know, we're pushing a little bit here, not bad, but he's fine, but that's what the method does.
Right.
You know, it brings it through you. You know, saying, no, we are not leaving them beyond the following strip. I'm in control. So this builds the bridge so that when he's off leash, he'll meet them through you, but he'll be sitting on the couch and he's looking right at you while the person's, you know, he's like, hey, they won't marry.
Right.
But this changes his perception.
Right.
You know, this reshuffles the deck.
Right.
Because you're certain influence that, so you don't even care about me that way. You control me when you say, okay, Dale, come in, and then you tell him, okay, Dale, just stand there. That's good for right now, or whatever, or come a little closer. But you totally have to control it, Dave. Reach your hand out very slow. Don't rub, just touch, and then, but you're like this, and then, you know, so we're gonna do it one more time, Dave. Give like this. This is a foundational.
Should I correct him? He's.
Yeah, adjust him a little bit.
Well,
You can move, shuffle if you need to,
okay.
just to help, you know, align it. There you go. Good. Same thing. Now keep a little bit of space between you and him, just a tiny bit. There you go. Perfect. Now start to lightly push and pull, just lightly, and then decrease it as you're looking towards me. There you go. Decrease it. There you go. Very good. Dave. I know it's a little more. We're pushing a little harder here, but it's fine. But it gives you a really, and then because here he's just tap him. Now here. He's not going to see how he's more accepting of me with it, because he knows, hey. But here, he's going to challenge, he's going to challenge a little more because he thought he controlled you a certain level.
Right, right.
But just push through that.
Right.
Discipline up really fast for you, Dave. That's why the reaction that he gives.
Is this something like the way he's angling me? Is he?
He's trying to, he's trying to say, I don't want to deal with this right now, because I own Dave, and I want to try to camp out somehow. I don't want to look at this, because he's trying to force this so that, you know, that's what he's kind of doing.
Right.
So all you do is does that, you just move, it's kind of funny in a way. You move him back to the position, and then tap a little bit. And here, he's doing that, you know, you give it a minute or two just to, you know, but that's a tap. He doesn't want to deal with the real world. He'd rather not meet me, get control, than meet. So he does that, I understand, that's what's happening.
Right, okay. Yeah, it kind of makes sense.
Does it make sense? It's like trying to get a kid out of the bedroom that's doing soccer, and they think they're like a champion already, but it's like, oh, I don't want to go, I'd rather, you know, go back to my Nintendo game.
Right.
So he's sucking a little bit. He's like saying, but he's not trying to fight me, he's just he's trying to deal with it, his mind trying to work it out, and all you do is you gotta force him a little bit forward. You gotta make him do it, So that's what's happening. He's trying to cam into the emotion, trying to say, please pat me, Dave, or please make it stop.
Right.
I just don't want to do it.
Right.
So it's funny, but yeah, what I have to do is he stops, he just starts to accept it, and he starts to, so you get these reactions from him, he'll jump up on you a little, he's trying to fight you on it a little bit, because
Right.
he wants things to go back to the way that they were, even though it's not healthy for him whatsoever, right? He's trying to deal with it his way, but he's going to move his mind out. So good, Dave, that was perfect. Okay, so that's the method though to get him meeting people, but we want to work it in combination with just the angle exercise. You get his mind eating good first, because if he's too intense, you just want to work this way with him, and then start to do the push-pull first of getting closer, but then at a bit of an angle like we work so that you can see his mind breaking. You don't want him looking straight on, his nose are bad, you know. You want him kind of like here so that, just like we're doing. And then we start to face straight on. After we do enough, say, you know what, you're really good here. I know that he's accepting people. You feel you relax. Even the push pull, because every time you do the push pull, or even do the release box, it's giving you back information. So when you do that, you feel how tense he is or how he's responding to what's reasonable. That gives you information as to what you should do. Right. So it's like, okay, you're not moving more at an angle. Or maybe that person not, it's close, but everything moves together. Everything's designed for overcoming everything. That's how it's
right.
So, make sense?
Yeah, no, it does. Just a off
Yeah.
kilter kind of question. Like we're in the car. Anybody comes up to the car, he's ready to kill. Is there any technique while we're kind of
Leash, start to, with the choke chain up high, front seat, tap him right up, hey. You have to do a little more severe. As soon as you start to feel, just tap him, hey. It's the same thing. So if I'm in the car sitting down, he's right here, I'm ready, I already know. He's going to start, hey, just not acceptable. Unless I say.
So if I can, even if it's like we're stuck, if I can slightly do a push-pull even in the car, I should try to do that.
More effective to do the leash flex.
Okay.
Always that, and you just flex him out of that. If you're trying to push-pull, he's going to fight you more on that. But if I tap him, snap out with the leash, maybe a little bit higher correction, just snap him out with the choke chain. Snap, tear his head off, but definitely has to be, hey, with my voice, use your voice too. I'll express, hey, no. And then down in the seat or whatever, down. And then like you go down, get him used to hitting that down position in the front seat or wherever. Front seat's better right now to get more control up there. Back seat, leash back there.
He does ride in the back seat, so you're saying to keep him in the front seat if possible?
Well, we're doing exercise, so say your girlfriend could drive the car,